This is what God is saying. Listen carefully, child of God. The Lord says that he sees your heart and he knows that you are trying to help this person. But the Lord is saying that they cannot hear you. My God. God says they can't hear you. Okay? Every time you try to minister to them and steer them in the right direction, the Lord says they can't hear you. God says they cannot receive what you are saying. Because first of all, you're not called to them. Lord have mercy. The position that you have in this particular person's life, and it could be multiple people, right, is that of familiarity. Okay, so they are familiar with who you are when you're just simply ministering to them and you're not holding their feet to the fire. They're okay with that because you still continue to communicate with them. You still continue to maintain a relationship with them, right? But now that you see the seriousness of their sin and you see the sword of the Lord getting ready to come into their lives through judgment and circumstances of the world, now you're trying to get really serious with them and they're looking at you like, what are you talking about? Because that's not how they see you. This is why they can't hear you. They cannot hear you. And the Lord is saying that what's coming to this particular person or people that you are connected to, that he has shown you spiritually, it can't be stopped. Why? Because this person, they've been warned by you to get it right, to get it together, as you have been gently nudging them over the years, over the past few months. God is also saying that they've been warned by him. He has come to them. God says he created them, so he knows how to communicate with them. He's come to them, gently nudging them as well, to hear his voice, to seek him, so that he can bring them into alignment with his will for their life, right? But they're not listening. God says that they also see their ways. They see the error in their ways, but they refuse to acknowledge it. Instead, they camouflage it and they justify why they want to continue to sin, why they want to continue to be a part of the things of the world. Okay? I also hear God saying that the Lord specifically told some of you, not all of you, but a few of you, he asked you to go to this person and tell them to answer him. And when you went to them to tell them this, they said something like, okay, or they pushed you off and they act like they didn't hear what you said. Or they said, well, I didn't hear God call, but I'll see. They gave you that nonchalant, passive answer because they didn't want you to dig into the situation. They didn't want you to be persistent with telling them that. So they just kind of passed it off and got on with the next topic. Okay? That's what they did. This is how you know this is the person that you're dealing with, right?